insurance. From Green Cray to Crank Cry. Bia Benya Bio. Free and Sages. Groma Moto Babo. Union you hear bro. Bia Beko Bio. Na na na. I'm ready, na na na. I'm ready, na na. Yes, it's sound. I'm ready, na na. So to me, obey you. One will see unto me, and I see obey you. One district.
Na 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 na, you're a winner. Oh yeah, winner. Na na, he's born to succeed. Oh yeah, winner. Na na, Kufuado, you're a winner. Oh yeah, winner. Oh yeah, winner. He's born to succeed. Oh yeah, winner.
Antu amanana, free and sages, improved health insurance. From Green Cray to Crank Cry. Bia Benya Bio. Free and sages, Groma Moto Babo. Union you hear bro. Bia Beko Bio. Na na na. I'm ready, na na na. I'm ready, na na. Yes, it's sound. I'm ready, na na. So to me, obey you. One will see unto me,
Last one, no, me academy. And she rattle. And I'm a boy. Let's try to do for the boy. So let's try one more time. Kudu. Kudu. Rattle. Who was it? Because you're participating in the sauce. Oh, yes. Thank you so very much indeed. The New Patriotic Party has always believed in God, to an extent that our 2012 elections and our 2016 elections was based on the fact that the battle is the Lord. Even after winning elections in 2016, we still remember this and we are never going to forget this. It is in this same vein that I would like to call on Sheikh Mohammed to introduce and lead us in a prayer. Please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Sheikh Mohammed.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am highly honored to be part of this event this afternoon. My name is Sheikh Mohammed, a resident of Minnesota, citizen of great nation of Ghana. In the interest of our beloved motherland Ghana, highly leaders gathered here today to think and bring minds together for the betterment of our nation. For that reason, I'm honored to share a prayer for the commencement of the event. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Amen. This is the opening prayer of the Holy Quran. As a humanity, Muslim and Christians alike, we all breathe prayers every day. I pray for the leadership of this event. I pray to God Almighty to give them the proper guidance as in bringing the minds together to further and advance the agenda of our country, Ghana, and the leadership of the current governing body, Nana Akufo-Addo, and his Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, for the guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Almighty Allah, to guide them and the all ministerial cabinet leadership for the betterment of our country. For this, I pray that may Allah guide all of us, and may Allah bring this unity together, make your unity stronger for this community and the North American community of Ghanaians, in the betterment of our nation. We say Amen.
Amen. Amen. Please. Ladies and gentlemen, please one more time. Sheikh Mohammed, thank you so very much, Sheikh. You really tried explaining all this. But sometimes I think why you tell us to do. All right, to further on that, we would also want to acknowledge the Christian aspect of our religion and indeed as a political party. And in this regard, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call on Pastor Oscar Edu Gentry, please.
Hello. Good evening, please. If you're able, can you stand to your feet? And I'll ask you to bow your heads as we pray. Father, in the name of Jesus, we are most grateful unto you for how far you've brought us, as individuals and also as a community and as a nation as a whole. We've gathered here tonight to brainstorm. And we pray that, Lord, you will lead us. We pray that, Father, you come and take absolute sovereignty over the totality of this program. And we come against any misunderstanding, any stumbling block, anything that will serve as an obstacle. In your name, we nullify it. And we pray that, Lord, you take center stage and you seal the affairs of this meeting, so that at the end of the day, each and every one of us can afford to say, Lord, indeed, it was your doing. This we pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen. Please.
You see me moving to this end and back because they want to utilize my capabilities in two ways, as DJ and as MC. I asked them why, they said they want to capitalize on the money we have. So please pardon me if you see me move. But it's good. I mean, we want to send the same message back to Ghana that as we are finding means to capitalize and again to make use of the little we have. All right, to continue, we'd like to welcome each and every one of us to today's program. Today is October 6th. Indeed, we've made so much noise about this event, and we are grateful to God that finally, October 6th, 2018 is here. So welcome, everybody, and we are glad to see all of you here. It's going to be a great time, and I want you to relax and enjoy. Continue with that, I would like to make special mention of very important special people in our midst, because they have really helped this association thus far. Our patrons, one of them, Mr. Oforiso, please. Shall we acknowledge him? He's been very supportive, very instrumental in putting this together. We'd also want to recognize especially the presence of Mr. Isaac Nyamua. He calls me and says, Collins, keep doing what you're doing. And that is the thing we need. We need encouragement, and he's always behind us. We also understand that we have a representative of Togo Politics Group. Are we here? Oh yes, thank you so much for coming. And just relax, and everybody else welcome. Like we said, this program is going to be great, and we are glad you are here. So thank you, and I will be right back. Oh, wow. Please, why did I forget this? I was having lunch with him. Let's move to you and ask. Let's invite him for lunch. Please, shall we do it for Mr. Isaac Owens and Mrs. Rosemond Always. Thank you very much for your support. God bless you.
Improved health insurance from crank to crank cry. Bia benya bio free and sages. Juma moto babo. Union you hear bro. Bia beko bio na na na. I'm ready na 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 na. I'm ready na na. Yes it's sound na na ready na. So to me, obey you. One will see on to me, Nana.
You when I hear about the talk. Hey,
surprise! Always such surprise.
now this is not a look at home. You win elections. Okay. I'm going to tell you so well. So at least most of this is more like that. As a family, yes, as a family, we are 2016. All right, this is our song of victory. And indeed, if Nana Dangwa is here, he will not be happy. All right, Mr. Yamwa, thanks so much. We are Facebook Live, so please. Every kind of cry. Deputy Minister for Health is following proceedings. Oh, sorry, is that it here? Wow, Deputy Tina Mesa, also there here. All right, so Papa Binayante, what has said? Minnesota chapter to introduce some of the guests in our midst. To help me do this, please, Dr. Joseph Echapo.
Make me have morale because it's more energy. Go. Because without these guests, this program won't be possible.
Hey, I see your voice again. All right, this is what the voice do you Okay, so at this juncture, I have the singular honor of, introducing, guest of honor and special guests. So to begin with, he is currently the Deputy Minister of Energy in the Nana Akufo-Addo administration. He was Deputy Northern Regional Minister during the Akufo administration, former Commissioner of the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, founder and former CEO of the Africa Center for Energy Policy, member of the MPP National Council, and 3 times parliamentary candidate for MPP in the Tamale Central constituency. Please help me welcome Alhaji Dr. Mohammed Amin. Our second powerful special guest is Mr. Kwabna Ampofo Apia. He is the Managing Director of the State Housing Company. He's the founder of the MPP Loyal Ladies, and he is also the founder of Volta for Change. He's a very brief person, so that's all I have about him. Please, let's welcome this man. Next in the lineup, we have lawyer Justin Frimpong. He is currently the CEO of the Youth Employment Agency. He was chairman of the legal committee of the National Youth Wing of the MPP from 2014 to 2018. He was Ashanti Regional Youth Organizer within that same period. And he was deputy prior to 2014-2018. That was 2010 to 2014. He was head of coalition for elections to 2008 and 2012 for the Ashanti region. He had his education in Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, where he studied land economy, and he headed, several student groups during his time there. And he was also a member of, the MPP group on campus known as TESCOM from 2004 to 2006. Please help me welcome lawyer Justin Kodia. Next, we have anything that has to do with money, is very important, right? Without money, this event won't be possible. We have in our midst the treasurer. He is the MPP USA branch treasurer. He is a certified public accountant in North Carolina. He is also the vice chairperson of MPP USA Charlotte chapter. He wanted me to mention that he has a wife and a 4-month-old daughter. Oh, 4-month-old son, sorry. And so please help me welcome Mr. Emmanuel. This last person is too powerful for me to introduce. So I'm going to ask another powerful person to introduce her. And let me welcome our able women organizer to introduce this person.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Kukrudu.
Eshi.
Kukrudu.
Eshi.
Kukrudu.
Eshi. Rago, rago, rago.
Yes, that's right. I'm here to introduce the next speaker. She is a very powerful woman. Good afternoon, distinguished Honorable Deputy Minister of States, CEOs, USA Chairperson, MPP executives, Togo political group, fellow Bukrudites, and all invited guests. I'm highly honored to be called upon to introduce the next speaker. She is a philanthropist, a scholar, and her political and academic achievements are unbelievable and outstanding. She is the lady that fights against injustice and inequality. She is the first ever, I repeat, she is the first ever female chairperson in the USA branch.
Yes.
And indeed, entire external branch for that matter. With a standing ovation. Can you all join me to welcome Mrs. Obaya Amposa?
Wonderful people. And by the time we are done here, I'm not inaugurated. It will be in order because I made a big mistake. I forgot to introduce one other powerful person in our midst who actually, usually when you send invites and you don't give them enough time, they might not even respond, right? But he responded to our invitation. So he is currently the managing director of Ghana Publishing Company. He attended Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. He was the SRC president during his time there.
And the thing about politics and being able to get certain agenda through is to have pressure groups. So he started the Let My Vote Count Alliance. And he's currently the managing director of the Ghana Publishing Company, Mr. David Asante.
Please, one more time, keep that for Cherry.
Honorable Minister, Deputy Minister, all CEOs present, branch executives who are here, and then also the Minnesota new executives who will be sworn in tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to be here this evening and to re-inaugurate the Minnesota chapter of the MPP USA. Sometime in 2007-8, thereabout, the MPP USA took a stand as far as how we can spread ourselves across the entire length and breadth of the USA. And part of that agenda moved the leadership at the time to push for implementation of the acceptance of the ROPA bill to become law in Ghana. So led by Dr. Kofi Watson, who at the time was the chairman of the MPP USA, they were able to get the government of Ghana under the President Adjei Kufuor to implement the ROPA. And for ROPA to materialize, we need to make sure we have our tentacles spread out across all the 50 states across the USA. And at the time, we had a vibrant chapter in Minnesota. And then years after, the Minnesota chapter folded up. And so it was incumbent on us as a branch to make sure that we revive this Minnesota chapter. Lucky for us, we had this young man who said he cannot sit down for Minnesota that used to be a vibrant chapter not to be seen as one of the wings of the MPP USA branch. So he took the initiative with the help of other leadership to try and revive the Minnesota chapter. They took the steps that was needed for MPP USA to recognize it as a branch, as a chapter of the branch. They wrote to the branch gave them their blessing, and today we are all witnesses to what this young group are starting here in Minnesota. And we believe by the position of where Minnesota is, it is going to be very, very important for us to make sure we have our foothold in Minnesota so that we can spread across all the other central states around the Minnesota area. And so it is very, very important that this chapter is re-inaugurated and giving that strength, that energy for them to be able to also reach out to the nearby states that are around them. And part of what we are going to do here tonight is also to make sure that the leadership that are going to take this mantle of leadership and to move this chapter forward are also sworn in and giving that momentum to be able to do their work and do it effectively to enhance the effort of MPP USA here in Minnesota. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad that the Minnesota chapter is back and alive. As we recommend this new leadership, we are also not going to forget the people that actually started the Minnesota chapter years ago. People like Maxwell Amakon, he played a very pivotal role in the birth of Minnesota. Even though it was not able to transition to a next level of leadership. But I think we still have to recognize his effort in trying to plant Minnesota chapter in those years that we really not forgetting the patron of the chapter, Mr. Okorisun. He has also been very instrumental in the Minnesota chapter in the years past. And I think I'm so happy to see him here tonight, also supporting this new group to take the Minnesota chapter to the next level. So thank you, Mr. Okorisun, for the dedication to the Minnesota chapter and the US at large. As we going forward, I will treat this new leadership that the work is not going to be easy. Most of the time, people ask those of us who come here from Ghana and say, why are you so much worried about things going on in Ghana? You spend so much time, so much energy, mobilizing, traveling all across the US with your own resources, trying to make sure that democracy thrives in Ghana. We see good governance, we see good leadership in Ghana. And we tell them we are doing it because it is our motherland. And even though we are here, our minds, our soul, our everything is still in Ghana. And we want to see Ghana go forward. And so we are going to be faced with that same challenge of people not wanting even to join. How do you convince people to be part of this organization and to make Ghana the heartbeat that makes them want to belong to this organization and MPP USA? And so that is going to be one of the challenges that we're going to face. And in order also not to repeat the problem that we have with Minnesota chapter in terms of building leadership around one individual, you might have to make sure you are building a legacy and a succession, so that even when you are not there, there's somebody to take over and build that party forward. And so the party should not just be centered around one individual. Everybody has a role to play in making this organization work. Give people the freedom, the latitude to be able to create their own initiatives and present it to you so they could also see themselves as part of building that organization that you want to see. And the rest of the leadership, if you are a youth organizer, women organizer, try and be creative. We are in a whole different dispensation in politics where digitization is going to be key in whatever we're going to do. And so let's expand our horizon. Let's think outside the box. What new initiatives can we bring on board to galvanize people in terms of helping this party? So all these ideas are going to be ideas that you need to think through, generate these ideas, and I believe if you present them to your chairman, he will be willing and ready to work with you in trying to advance the cause of the party. Don't let it appear that everything has to fall on the shoulders of the chairman. We all have a role to play in this organization to make MPP the party that is attractive, the party that is strong, the party that is winnable, the party that can change the fortunes of Ghana. And then also, finances in party is very, very important. When you look across all the external branches, anytime there's an issue that comes up within the external branch, it has to do with finances. So if you are the financial person within the chapter, you make sure financial reporting is done. Monthly, if it's quarterly, whatever is the accepted norm that as a chapter you have adapted to do, make sure those things are made available to members. If you are transparent in what you do, people will trust you, and then once they trust you, that's when you begin to raise the funds of the chapter. And that is going to be very, very, very much important. And if we can do that as a chapter, as a new chapter that is reorganizing, I believe we can minimize the kind of problem other chapters have had or other external branches have had in terms of financial management and financial discipline. ladies and gentlemen, I also entreat the rest of Minnesota who are not yet members of MPP to also consider joining MPP.
Yes.
And why do I say so? Politics, whether we like it or not, is there, or democracy is what Ghana as a country has chosen to be what is going to take us forward as a country. And you cannot allow yourselves to be ruled by anybody at all. Because you believe in yourself and you believe in what God has endowed in you, as far as what you can contribute to society in your own small way. And politics help us be able to do that. And so if you are not part of it, please think about MPP. MPP is a party, it's a center-right party. We believe in self-determination. We do believe strongly in that. We believe in free market. We believe in just bringing every talent God has given you as an individual to release that talent to help mankind and to help society. And I believe that talent is in each and every one of us. And if we can say to ourselves, we can tell that yes, indeed, MPP is a party that can unleash that talent that God has planted in all of us to be able to help our motherland. As I end my speech, I think I'll do call the leadership of the Minnesota chapter so that we can swear them in to take their rightful place as the leaders of the Mr. Chairman, you and your elected executives and also your appointed executives, if all of you could come forward to this one.
How do we do it? No, this way. This way? Yeah. Is it okay? Yeah. Where's secretary?
You see? So if we can all raise our right hand. Yeah, you know whether you were elected or appointed. So whether if you are elected, you say you are elected. If you are appointed, you say you are appointed. So I. Having been either elected or appointed, having been elected, do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
In the name of the Almighty God.
In the name of the Almighty God.
To do right by MPP.
To do right by MPP.
Obey the rules and regulations, the constitution of the MPP party.
Obey the rules and the regulations of the MPP party.
Both in Ghana and in the USA.
Both in Ghana and in the USA.
And any other rules or regulations that the Minnesota chapter will put in place.
And any other rules that the Minnesota chapter will put in place.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Okay, thank you all. Congratulations. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, these are your beautiful and handsome leaders of the Minnesota chapter. And also just to encourage them in their effort in trying to reorganize this organization, we are going to give them certificate of recognition. So you hear your name, then this is coming from. Mr. J.B. Dankwa. Mr. Albert Gamson. Vice Chairman, third Vice Chairman of Minnesota. Mr. Kojo Ando. Second Vice Chair. Ms. Fia Tutua, Treasurer. Mr. Edward Osei. Ms. Frida Ofori Atta Williams. Nana Oforiata. Mr. Collins Okon. Ms. Akosia Abrefi. Mr. Saad Dagbama. Oh, Dagbana. Okay, I tried. Dr. Joseph Echampo. Okay, thank you, everyone.
Please, one more time. One more time. Indeed, if you never heard about Obaya and you did not even know how she was elected as our chairperson, now you have more than enough reason to know that. One more time, please. Give that to Bob. Chairman. Wow. So today, as I got off my car, they also got off their car, and I mentioned my name. She said, "Hey, communications director." And so for my mind, I was thinking she is Minnesota. For some reason, I couldn't connect the pictures I was saying to her face directly. So I'm like, hey, when I'm putting it, what's happening, and I asked her name, and she says, Obaya. I'm saying, hey, Pachame. Obaya Pachame. Wow. Such affable, down to earth, and naturally smooth. Challenge. Please make sure you have a contact number. Okay. All right. So we'd like to take some musical interlude, and we'll be right back as we prepare for the chairman. Just one year, J.B. Dankwa, to give his speech. So let's enjoy some music. But in the meantime, we mostly go to them for Ghana Fest. We go to them for all the big occasions. But thank God today they came to us because they recognize the importance of this occasion. Please, shall we recognize our brothers and sisters from Chicago? MVP. Thank you so much for supporting us. Wow, what could we have done without Chicago? So I will definitely be back. Was our chairman just one in Joseph Kwachi Dankwa gets ready to deliver his address. Thank you very much.
Hey.
Honorable Deputy Minister, CEOs of state enterprise, party executives, NPP USA Steering Committee members, NPP USA PEC members, Minnesota chapter executives, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the great state of Minnesota, where we have two distinct seasons, winter and road constructions. I'm sure you have seen it already. We have just 2 seasons. It's going to be cold for about 6 months of the year, and then the remaining 6 months is road constructions. So there's no distinction between fall or summer or anything. Everything is road construction. And I'm sure by now you have experienced the proverbial Minnesota nice. Yes, we are very nice people.
Oh yes.
We are almost like the Equipments of Ghana. Before we insult you, tell you peace. That's who we are. But before I say anything, I think there are some people here that must be introduced. That the earlier speakers forgot or they don't remember to do. And I want to introduce Madam Barbara Wolf, NPP USA Women Organizer. Barbara. Mr. Edwin Anade, NPP USA Youth Organizer. A very powerful man, please take note of that. And then there's only one captain in the whole of NPP. Only one captain. Only one. There are generals, there are majors, there are colonels, but there's only one captain. Captain Billy of Atlanta. You cannot forget him. I also want to recognize some other VIPs who may not be here on the high table. Some are here. And the first person I want to recognize is Dr. Emmanuel Lemtu Dake, a.k.a. Ibrahima. This man has been a stalwart for us. Anytime we call on him, he will answer. And today, he's going to be our moderator too. Please let him welcome to the I also want to recognize the diaspora group of Togo. They are the opposition group in Togo who have come to fraternize with us. So it is important that we recognize them. Please be on the feet so we can all recognize them. They are from Togo. And your dog. Which one? Everyone. I also want to recognize we have a few patrons who have accepted to help us. And so we cannot be here and not recognize their presence. The first person I can see around is Mr. Boating, if you are here. Mr. Boating. Mr. Yamoa. And it's important to know that Dr. Dake has also accepted to be a patron. Whoa. And as always, Mr. Fulison. I can also not forget to recognize the presence of Book for Africa executives. Mr. Owens and your wife, where are you? But of all the VIPs who are not on the high table that I've recognized, the most important one to me is my beautiful wife, Gladys. Are you here? That's my wife. Please be on the feet so people will see you. And if your wife is not as beautiful as mine, please don't skip me. It's not my fault. Beautiful girls just like me, that's all. I'm in trouble tonight. So long as my wife is important to me, somebody's husband is also important to her. So I want to recognize the husband of our chairperson, Mr. President. There's also another gentleman who is also trying to help us solidify the Midwest Alliance that we're trying to create more MPP chapters in the Midwest. He traveled all the way from North Dakota. Mr. Bobby Solo, we will also be with you to help you establish your branch. Your chapter. So that the Midwest, when we speak to the East Coast, they will listen. We are in trouble.
Big city is still big city.
I want to take this moment to express my profound gratitude to the leadership of MPP USA, particularly our most distinguished chairlady, her leadership, Obaya Frimpong. For your invaluable support and guidance throughout the entire process of becoming a chapter. Until today, you have been a pillar. I call you morning, afternoon, night, and you respond. And I thank you. I'm very grateful for your support. There is another premise that I also pledge my personal support and the support of the entire Minnesota chapter executive toward the realization of the goals and missions of MPP USA. And indeed, MPP, the mother party. We will work hard to support your efforts to make the branch more vibrant, creative, and more useful to our party and our dear country, Ghana. We will continue to come to you when we need advice and guidance. And we will not hesitate to offer advice and expertise to you when need be. Madam Chairman, you may not like everything that we tell you, you may not like everything that we do, but one thing that you can be sure of is that we will always tell you the truth. Our mission as a chapter is to help NPP retain and maintain power. That's our goal number one. We do not have to allow NDC to take over the country anymore. And it behooves on you and I to do whatever we can to make sure that happens. We will do that by organizing all Ghanaians in Minnesota who share the ideology of NPP or support the NPP agenda for the purposes of creatively affecting government policy towards the development of our country. I know that governance is a two-way street. As the government does its best to pump up the governor also works in the interest of the government. Madam Chairman, we therefore have Rupa in mind when we talk about organizing Ghanaians. We also understand the complexities surrounding the issue of dual citizenship. Our own children, nephews, and nieces are caught up in that web, that amorphous political web of dual citizenship. But we cannot just sit helpless to see our own children, nephews, and nieces lose their heritage on the altar of political inertia. We will not allow that to happen. That is why we stand with you when you pursue the effort to make sure that our constitution is amended to ensure that Ghanaians who are born abroad participate fully in the political dispensation of our country. We can't afford to lose half of ourselves in our journey to development. We will get into the trenches with you to ensure that Ghana enacts laws that will allow our children to fully participate in the political dispensation as true pro-Ghanaians that they are, and never to be regarded as foreigners. my child should never be seen as a foreigner in Ghana.
Amen.
It shouldn't happen. And I know that you don't want your child to be seen as a foreigner in Ghana. Our vision as a chapter is to say listening. Is to become the most vibrant and innovative chapter of the branch. All due respect to Nana Levels the Odi Grove of the Massachusetts. He's not here, but he knows that we are coming to challenge him. So please send a message to him. So to my fellow executives of the MPP Minnesota, I want to admonish you to close ranks and work together as a team that is poised to achieve greatness. Let me draw your attention to a very fine line that exists between leaders, and those who lead. A famous writer and bestseller called Simon Sinek said, and I'm paraphrasing here, leaders are appointed or elected to occupy office of power, positions of power, but leaders inspire. If you want to be a leader, if you want to lead, you have to learn to inspire people. The question that we should ask ourselves, and I'm talking to you, my fellow NPP Minnesota chapter, is that why are you doing this? Why are you in politics? Why have you decided to leave NPP Minnesota? The answer should inspire you to dare to inspire those who choose to lead, to accede to your leadership. If you cannot inspire the people that you lead, you are wasting your time. To the general membership of NPP Minnesota chapter, let me first say a big thank you to all who participated in our membership drive, picnic drive. I'm personally grateful for your support and encouragement. And I'm however asking for your continued support and cooperation. As we all know, political parties thrive on the generosity of its membership. Your contribution in cash and or in kind is highly anticipated and appreciated. Always remember that your support will engender our success. Our success is the success of NPP and ultimately the success of the motherland. For those of you who are still sitting on the bench, on the fence, if you truly desire the progress of Ghana, your motherland, then please stay on the sidelines. If Ghana is at the center of everything you do, then you have an obligation not to sit on the sideline. I, Joseph Boachidakwa, I've decided to serve you by daring to lead and inspire you for the love of country. I hope you also put the interest of your country first and join us in making Ghana great again. Thank you for coming. God bless you. God bless you.
Launching beautiful song. Please put your hands together for the beautiful song. JP Counter 2020. Esuhiana. Subin constituency. S-U-B-I-N. Subin. Where are you standing on? As I come down the Subin. Oh, that's your constituency. Put your hands together for women organizing. That's yours too. JP Dankwa, you have more than enough support. Wow, we are all for you. Because we want everyone. I mean, I was with Esquimalt Grandpa District years ago, and there's this secretary we had, or they had, I wasn't part of them. And I was like, oh wait, on Kanye. Hey, Kanye, IT guy, hey, on Kanye. Or sack. So, we UCC now, the course of waiting up on the street. No, my papa, Mr. Jogma, on Kanye. 2012 on Kanye. 2016, you know, I don't know if friends says I have a panic attack or quite this. I'm serious. It is our Kanye for please. We should not entertain any of that. That is why I find JP Dankwa's speech very inspirational, because it's very inclusive of our efforts to bring everybody on board. Even if you know them to be anything, bring them. But that's why we are developing intelligence within our cortex.
We have 2 years.
Yes. Yes. So we'll deal with them in an intelligent way. Because there can be traitors even within your own family. So we should think beyond Onkayo attitude. And, oh, you see, that's my other name. Please put your hands together for him. Collins Kofi Opon, aka Mr. All right. So please, we're getting to another segment of the program. But DJ, please, give me some music to chill with us, because we are about to listen to something I would say right from Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo's representative here. So to do that, let's enjoy some music, and no refreshment will come after that. Hey. All right, so I'll be right back. Thank you very much. Hello. Kukudu.
Yeshi.
Kukudu.
Yeshi.
Kukudu.
Yeshi. Rado.
At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I have the singular honor to introduce our guest of honor, who will at the same time give us the keynote address. Please, if you are ready, let's welcome with a shout, squeeze, standing ovation, Alhaji Dr. Muhammad Amin Adam.
You know, let me say something about this man before he mounts the podium. Me and him, we go very far back. I can say without any equivocation, please have a seat. But this man trained me in politics right from school. He is an activist
Of demonstration.
Oh, yes. But a very smart, intelligent leader. I'm grateful to have you here. And thank you for coming. You see, he wasn't actually built to be here.
Yep.
It was only yesterday that we heard he was in New York. Yesterday. And the phone called him. He said, I'm coming. Can you imagine? Thank you. Doctor, welcome.
Thank you, Jamie. And what he didn't tell you is, he always used to be the leader of the Aluta. You know, Jamie told me that when we are doing the Aluta, I should be in the middle. So that when the police is attacking us, you will survive to lead us. Let me also acknowledge our moderator for today, Dr. Dake. I used to be the national president of NUCS, and Aruna Idris handed over to me, and I handed over to Adongo. So, Dake was SRC president in Tech. And if you were not MPP those days, you will never win elections or any conference. So that should tell you who he was at that time. And I'm happy you have been consistent with the principles and values we fought for. And of course this year, 10 years ago, she used to work at Diamond FM. And she offered us in the park to do our politics well in Tamale. Madam Chair, Chairman of Minnesota Chapter, distinguished executives, CEOs from Ghana, and my dear fellow MPP members. I bring you greetings from Ghana, from our President, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, from the Vice President, Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and from the entire government and members of the MPP. It is an honor for me to be part of this very important ceremony. It's a ceremony that reflects our readiness to work for our party, and as eloquently articulated by our chairman, to support our party to retain and maintain power. Yes. But it's also a reflection of our love for each other, that we have come together today to celebrate our membership of the party, but also to know ourselves better for our forward march to successive victory after victory after victory until NDC is no more. The difference between MPP and NDC is simple. The MPP takes our country one step forward, the NDC takes it 2 steps back. That's our difference. Yep. And so we are here taking the government and the people of Ghana forward, our country, a step forward. And I'll tell you a few things why I am saying that we are taking the country forward. And I want to thank you so much for committing to supporting our party to maintain power, because we dare not allow NDC to come back to power and take our country. We dare not allow it. So John Mahama is in the north of Ghana, struggling to become president again. Ghanaians are wiser.
Yes, yes, we are.
Ghanaians are wiser. And he said in Tamale that he is going to build a good foundation when he is re-elected as president. And our good Dr. Bawumia replied yesterday. When he took over from Atta Mills, he said, Atta Mills built a strong foundation. When he was contesting for the last election, he said he, John Mahama, built a strong foundation, and therefore Ghanaians should re-elect him to build on that foundation and grow the country. Today, the same Mahama is saying, when I come back, I will build a strong foundation. So Dr. Bawumia says, enough of the foundations. We cannot elect the president to continue building foundation after foundation. We want to move forward. We want to move forward. So in one year, Nana Akufo-Addo has built a foundation, a really strong foundation, and we have taken off. We are not going back. The economy of Ghana is growing. And for those of you who care to know, the World Bank described Ghana last year and this year as the fastest growing economy in the world. So we have already built a foundation and we are taking off, we are flying. The macroeconomic fundamentals are right. The business people amongst you know that inflation is gone to single digit. Interest rates coming down strongly. And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have created jobs and we are creating jobs. I'm sure that my brother from NYA will tell us the jobs we are creating. But I want to just give you a semblance of jobs that have been created but may not have been recorded. During the NDC time, do you remember something we call Dumsong?
Yes.
Dumsong. Do you remember that one?
It affected us here. Yeah.
At that time, peak demand for electricity, the total demand for electricity during the period we need electricity most, that's usually at night, was 1,800 megawatts. 1,800 megawatts, peak demand. 2 years on, peak demand in Ghana is 2,400 megawatts. What does it mean for job creation? Because at that time, a number of factories closed down, some relocated to Ivory Coast, others to Togo, some went as far as Senegal. And all those factories that closed down, they laid off workers. So demand for electricity in Ghana was 1,800. Today, if demand is 2,400, it's a demonstration of the return of the factories that closed down. Because of the total demand, industrial demand shot up by about 70%. Wow. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are going to create more jobs over the next 2 years because our president, when NDC brought in emergency power plants, which raised the cost of power higher up, and therefore disincentivizing manufacturing activity, our president came and said, no, we must incentivize manufacturing because that is the core of the growth of our economy. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what has happened? Unprecedented in the history of Ghana. He forced electricity tariffs to be reduced by 30% for industry. 30% for industry. 25% for commercial consumers. And between 17 to 20% for residential consumers. Unprecedented. It has never happened in Ghana. And so if somebody said it cannot be done, Nana Akufo-Addo is telling him that it can be done. And it has been done. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, when we came into office, our major challenge was how to stop Dumsong. Because we came into power on the back of an industrial program. A program to move our country from where we found ourselves, 3% growth, to a point where we will have higher and sustainable growth. Because it is only that growth that can bring development to our people. Dumsong was not going to implement that program. So we decided to put every effort available to us stopping Dumsor. And I'd like to announce to you that since July 2017, Dumsor has become a thing of the past. But how did we address Dumsor? The problem of the electricity sector was financial, money. VRA did not have money to bring in fuel to fire our plants. And so the bulk of our plants were lying idle. At that time, we had installed capacity of 3,600 megawatt. And if peak demand was just 1,800 megawatt, it meant that we had enough capacity to supply Ghana, supply Togo, and supply Burkina Faso. Why were we in Dumsor? The problem was financial. They didn't know how to do financial engineering. To get money, to get fuel, to fire the plants. We have done it because we prioritize it. We have done it because it was a priority for us. We did not only put money in starting the free SHS, in paying the bills of the National Health Insurance Scheme. We found money to buy fuel to fire our power plants, and up to today, we are not in deficit as far as supplying fuel to our plants. We are not in deficit. That's why Dumsor is gone. Yesterday, the President of our republic, he commissioned a project to commence the export of power to Burkina Faso. That is how far we have come. Now John Mahama goes around saying that, but for the emergency power plants he brought, we will be in Dumsor because we are using those plants. I want to use this opportunity to reply to John Mahama, the former president of our country. It is not because of the emergency power plants. No. Because if we look at water level in Akosombo, it's risen substantially that we can operate Akosombo at full capacity. But we are still doing 4 turbines out of 6 turbines. So it is not because of the emergency power plants. We have plants that were brought in by the Kufuor government in Tema. Tema Plant 1, Tema Plant 2. We also have the mine reserve plant. And so it isn't that we do not have plans to operate. But the reason we're using the emergency power plants is that the NDC committed us to take or pay obligations on those plants, such that whether you use the plants or not, you will still pay for the power. That is why we are using them, and not because we do not have other plants of our own that we could have used to stop this. It is because they make business, big business, out of the emergency power plants. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the MPP has also set out to solve other challenges facing our energy sector. One of these challenges is overcapacity. Overcapacity. I have a friend who is Nigerian, and he told me once that, do you know that some people create crisis and make the best for themselves out of the crisis? That happened in Ghana too. Yes. Whilst we were in Dumsor, the NDC people were running around signing power purchase agreements, committing Ghana to power contracts that we did not need. And by the time they left office, they committed us to 43 different power contracts. 43 different power contracts, take or pay contracts, giving us a combined capacity of 11,000 megawatts. 11,000 megawatts. When your peak demand is 1,800, and you sign power contracts of about 11,000 megawatts, because they knew what they were getting out of the signing of those contracts. So today, all these contracts are on us. And if we allow them to be executed, and then they produce power that we don't need. They produce 11,000 megawatts, and you need 2,400 megawatts. What happens to the rest? And whether we use the rest or we don't use it, we will pay. That is what they did to our country. The government has decided a solution. We have reviewed all the contracts. And of the 43 contracts, we have seen that 30 contracts are dead because the owners of those contracts have not been able to meet their conditions precedent. The 30 that is left, we are going to terminate 11 of them. Ladies and gentlemen, why termination? Because when you terminate the contract, there's a liability to pay. By terminating the 11 contracts, Ghana will be paying $400 million in liabilities. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Those 11 contracts give us a total megawatt of 7,000. 7,000 megawatts. And annually, what we will pay for not using that is $680 million. 15 years within which the contracts have to be executed. That's the tenure of the contract. We'll be paying close to $10 billion. And so the NDC is making noise. Why are we terminating contracts? You are going to give Ghana judgment days. We are going to pay penalty. Then I asked them, $400 million we will pay for terminating 11 contracts versus an annual amount of $680 million that we will pay for power we will use. Which one will you choose if you love Ghana? If you are reasonably minded, you are a true Ghanaian, which one will you choose? That is the difference between MPP and NDC. We save Ghana, they destroy Ghana. My brothers and sisters. I'd like to also talk about the financial challenges in the sector. They created debts totaling $2.4 billion for the entire energy sector. Yes. That is what they left with us when we took over from them. Some of this money belongs to banks, and the debts are not being paid. And that is what has contributed to the large non-performing assets in some of the banks in Ghana. Some of them we owe to Nigeria. I told you they couldn't find oil, and they couldn't also get gas from Nigeria, in spite of the fact that we have the West African gas pipeline, because they were not paying for the gas. When we came into government, we decided to take a bold decision to address the financial sustainability of the sector by launching the energy bond. I'm sure most of you heard about that. 6 billion Ghana cedis was first raised through the bond, and we are settling the debt one after the other, to the effect that Nigeria is not only giving Ghana gas, but they are giving us gas at quantities we never saw since the West African gas pipeline was built. 90 million standard cubic feet of gas a day. 90 million. They haven't done 30 million over the past 6 years. But they are giving us 90 million today because we are paying for the gas. And so, the energy sector, I can assure you, we have control over that sector because we think about solutions. We don't want to make money and business for ourselves out of the problems they have created for us. So our president is very clear that energy is central to his program of industrialization. The one district, one factory will not succeed without energy. The accelerated industrialization program through the development of an integrated aluminium industry, making use of our bauxite, the huge bauxite potential we have, will not be successful without energy. We are attracting businesses, investors to come into Ghana. Without energy, we cannot be able to get the best out of those investments. So energy is central. And I'm assuring you, as far as Nana Akufo-Addo remains our president, and justifiably so, we will always be able to find the solutions to the problems in our energy sector. So I want to thank you so much for the opportunity, and I believe I will have another opportunity to answer questions that you may raise in the course of our discussion. God bless Ghana, God bless our country, and God bless MPP.
We're going to share appreciation by you on your feet for this powerful. My faith, my resilience.